Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Staj if you're new here. Today we have another event that we're vending at. So this is actually a fashion show that we're going to be going to. Super excited because I always love doing these fashion show events and being a vendor there, and it's so fitting just with our brand, and it makes sense because we're an eyewear brand. So it's a perfect accessory with everything. I need to do a couple things, just getting some stuff together. A lot of the stuff that we used at our last show is pretty much in the same like bags and bins, so I don't really need to do too much prep. I just needed to charge like some stuff like the card reader. I had to charge that, charging my iPad. So when someone places an order, that's readily available to use, and things like that. Also need to go get the table and chairs from my storage unit and put that into my car. Gotta grab some gas, gotta go pick up my mother, and then we're on our way to the show. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so we are in the car right now. I'm heading to go pick up my mother, and then we're heading to the event. Setup is from 2 to 3. Right now it's 1:07, so I feel like I'm moving pretty good on time, even though I feel like I've been rushing a little bit today, but it's all good. But I also just wanted to talk about when it comes to building your business and really getting your name out there, it's such an important thing to do because ultimately you want to make sure that you're finding several ways to get your name out there, to get your business out there. It's easy to continue to post on social media. It's easy to just put up new listings on your website, right? But how do you bring people to your website? How do you bring people to your social media? How do you get more traffic? And I think one of the aspects that we've really been focusing on for our business this year is really networking and meeting people that can help you get your name out there. And it's honestly helped us tremendously. This will be our third event this year. And then we have 3 more coming up in August. So we're really staying busy. We're really making sure that we meet the right people and make the right connections. And I really just want to emphasize that because during the first couple years of building our business, we weren't focused on that as much. And I think that was the missing factor. It was just us really getting our name out there a little bit more and networking with people. So really just want to emphasize that if you're starting a business, if you have a small business, make sure that you're really being creative and thinking outside the box in terms of finding new customers and then finding people to network with to help build your business. And even aside from that, it's always good to just meet people in general, right? See what other people are doing with their businesses, finding opportunities in general. So don't look at it as like a one-way street. Look at it as,
Accident reported ahead. Sending healing vibes.
Oh my gosh. Ultimately, you want to build relationships, and that's really important. That will be the factor to really help you move forward. It's actually raining right now, so I think there was an accident up ahead, so stuck in a little bit of traffic. So yeah, but nonetheless, still excited for the day. I'm actually going on vacation this coming week, and I'm so freaking excited about it. I'm actually gonna vlog all of that too, so I can't wait for you guys to see all of that. But the last few weeks have been busy in terms of prepping for the show, prepping for vacation. So just really making sure that, everything is all good and organized and all of that. Especially when you work a 9 to 5, you have to balance a lot. So also just wanted to touch more on just focusing on social media as your way to get traffic to your site or to your pages. I think in general, it's getting harder. It's getting harder to build your social media up when you're such a small business and people have no idea who you are. And I think sometimes when you're just starting, or even as you're building your business, we're so focused on followers. Okay, I need to get as many followers as possible. I need to make sure my videos go viral. I need to make sure I get millions of views. And yes, that's important. Yes, that can help to some degree. But I think what's even more important is really having a community. If you have a community that really enjoys your products, whatever you're selling, your services, etc., they're going to stand behind you. They're going to come back. They're going to be the repeat customers that you need to help you to build your business. And so I think if you're a small business and you're really trying to build, or you're just hitting a plateau and you're not at the point where you want to be, don't focus on followers and views on social media as much, and focus on really building a hardcore, a hard-knit community that will stand behind you and that will really support you through and through. I think that's more important than the numbers game on social media. And obviously the numbers will continue to grow, the numbers will build as you go, but getting hung up over followers and views isn't really going to get you anywhere. You can pay for tons of ads on Instagram or TikTok or things like that, and yes, it may be successful to start 1 or 2 times, but I think the key is really building a community, sharing who you are, sharing why you started your business. People really resonate with people, right? They don't resonate with just things. Yes, the material things are nice, but ultimately seeing someone go through the ups and downs of building a business and seeing how hard they work and how much effort they're putting into their business is so admirable to tons of people. And I think that's what people are more interested in. People want to hear your backstory. They want to know what you're going through day to day. They want to know the hardships. They want to hear the successes. Just keep that in mind as well if you're starting a business, to really just focus on building a community. Really start there and have that be your foundation.
She said, take your time, what's no rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm one. She said, take your time, what's no rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm one. I'm a dog, I'm a body. I can smoke already so hard in my blood, yeah. I see past pretty faking, so I got trouble trusting. But I let my guard down to you. Said I put my guard down to you. Said I'll be vulnerable, so you can break my heart if you want to. She said, take your time, what's so rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a man. She said, take your time, what's so rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a man. I'm a dog, I'm a man. No crib talking come through, it's time to break it in. 32 live on pants size, cause they try breaking in. New condo, say your name at the front. You can stay if you want. It's been one of those nights I ain't had in a minute. It's been a minute, had to pop a shoe to recreate the feeling. But it's never the same as the first time we did it. First time we did it, but I let my guard down for you. Said I'll put my guard down for you. Said I'll be vulnerable, so you can break my heart if you want to. She said, take your time, what's the rush? Take your time. I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a man. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a man. I'm a dog, I'm a man.
The cat eye.
I like this better because it reminds me of your regular glasses. The big black one? Yeah, but I like it.
Little razzle dazzle. You're going with the blue ones, you said? Did you want a text receipt or an email receipt? The receipt? Okay. Yeah. Did you give us? So you're getting those two.
So this is what it is. This is what it is. I can't move.
Okay.
50% now it's off. They're gonna be 15. The last 40 now. See the total. I got
Those are the last ones.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so it helps to protect your eyes against like. Okay, you're all set. Thank you guys. Enjoy. Hey, so it is now the next day, actually. Home from work, and I didn't really get to talk about or do a little recap from the show yesterday, so I figured I would give you guys a little bit of a recap. The show went really, really well. It was actually one of our better vendor events and pop-up shops that we've done and had so far with the sunglasses, so that was really, really nice. It was actually at a fashion show. So we've done and worked with the coordinator of the fashion show several times in the past. She does like these ongoing fashion shows, like 2 to 3 times a year, and they'll all have different themes. And she'll invite different vendors. She'll have different designers in the fashion show. She'll have a bar, drinks, photographers, lights, DJ, like the whole nine. Like it's such a dope event that she puts on. I always love going to the fashion shows and just seeing the designs from the designer, seeing the models, seeing just the whole like vibe, just the whole yeah, the whole vibe. I'm like, what am I trying to say? Yes, the whole vibe. I actually love it. But this time around, there weren't as many vendors that we were expecting as before. So honestly, it still turned out to be really well. So for this event, the actual show, the fashion show, was in one room, and then there was like a smaller room next to the fashion show where the vendors were, and so that's where we were. Typically, we're in the same room as where the fashion show is, so we get more foot traffic, right? As people are coming in to sit down for the show or as they're waiting for the show, they can kind of go around to the tables and shop or look around or things like that. But this time around, the the vendors were in the room next door. So we were kind of skeptical about that because we weren't sure if enough people were going to come over to this room, if people even knew that, we were in this room next to the actual room where the show was. And so we weren't sure like what the traffic was going to be. But during the show, we got to just do a quick, hey, hello, we are Edge 11. We're in the room next door. Come check us out, things like that. I think that really helped to let people know that we were in the room next door. But yeah, we got a lot of traffic. At one point, like we were overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, there's so many people at our table. But obviously that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. But yeah, it went really, really well. As always, I love doing these events because it gives us the opportunity to meet new people and just the banter and the conversations that you have with people on how they like to style their sunglasses or how they look or how they feel they look. Them just getting their opinions on which ones they should buy or which sunglasses best suit their face or their face shape. That's always fun. Yeah, I just love the experience. I always love doing events, and especially when there's like family members or like a couple or like friends that come to the table and they're kind of like, which one should I pick? Oh, you look cute in that one, or you should get this one or that one. And it's always a good time. I definitely love doing these shows. And yeah, overall, it went really well. The fashion show was pretty dope from what I got to see. I didn't get to see the whole thing because obviously we were in the next room. But from what I got to see, it went really well. But yeah, as I mentioned, there was one point where we were kind of getting overwhelmed because there were so many people coming to the table. If you are ever doing these events, these vendor events, I highly suggest you have someone with you. I couldn't imagine doing everything on my own at the table, having to interact with so many people at once and having to make sure, we're catering to the people that are coming to the table, making sure that we're bagging and packaging everything, doing the checkout on the iPad and things like that, telling them the price and all of that. And so there's a lot to do at once and it can kind of get overwhelming. So I would highly suggest that if you have a friend, if you have a family member, someone that can help you, just even if it's for a couple hours out of the event time, so that way you're not feeling overwhelmed and you can kind of breathe. It can get very overwhelming very fast. Like you can go from a very quiet moment, no one's near, no one's coming to your table, and then all of a sudden you just have a whole crowd of people at your table. And obviously this is a good thing, right? You want a ton of people at your table, but you want to make sure that you're able to handle that. You want to make sure that you can give attention to everyone that comes to you. So that's another tip, that if you're doing any of these events, make sure that you have someone with you, even if it's for a couple hours or so, just so that you can kind of like feel less overwhelmed. Another thing I wanted to bring up was there were a lot more people that paid in cash this go round than typical. And unfortunately, we did not have any cash on us, which is okay. It's fine. But that's another thing. You want to make sure you have enough cash and enough change so that when people buy something from you, you can give them change. That was another issue that we kind of ran into a couple times. And luckily, the people were very nice about it. They were either able to find change, or they were just like, yeah, you can just keep the change. If it was like a couple dollars or so, they were like, yeah, just keep it. Like, that's fine. So that's another thing to keep in mind, is to not solely rely on just card purchases or tap to pay purchases. Make sure you have your methods of purchase up to date and readily available, so that you're not kind of scrambling, because that was a mistake that we kind of made on our part, was not having cash on hand. Another thing we need to do is make sure we have enough inventory on hand. We have a few shows coming up, and we need to make sure that we have enough inventory to hold us over for those events. So that's something that we need to do. Always make sure that after your shows, you're kind of doing an inventory check to see where you are and how much you need to either restock on, or if you need to purchase something else or make something else if you're making something by hand. Always make sure you do sort of an inventory check at the end of your shows to make sure that you have enough for either online sales or for your following event too. That's really important. Overall, we had a really good time. Honestly, me and my mother, we just always have the best time. We could literally make 0 sales and we'll make the best of it. Like, some way, somehow. We're always just laughing and just having fun, interacting with people who come to our table, or people who talk to us or are interested in buying our products. And so that's like literally the number one tip I want to give you guys too for these vendor events, is to really just enjoy yourself, have fun, go to the events with a good attitude, with a good mindset, manage your expectations. You can either have, low traffic coming to your table, or you can just have a really great day and sell out of most of your products. So that's just something to keep in mind, is to just enjoy yourself, have fun, and people will really feed off of your energy when they see, that you're happy, that you're excited, that you're bubbly, that you're being yourself. Like, just be your authentic self, and people will gravitate towards you. So like I said, we do have a few more events coming up in the next month, and I'm definitely going to vlog those. So I'll keep you posted on how those go, but definitely make sure you subscribe, like, and comment to keep up with all of the stuff that we're doing for our shows coming up, and just to keep up with, life in general. Bye.
He said, take your time, with no rush.